You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Days of Our Lives fans, I've got your weekly spoilers for October 6th through the 10th. We're going to talk about Holly running away and Thomas tattling. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt. If you're not following us, please reach down, click that subscribe button. Let's dive right in. Monday, October 6th is season 61, episode 31. We have got Jeremy Horton stunning Stephanie Johnson. He's at her door. He's got flowers in his hand. And Jeremy tells her that the man that he was when he was with Stephanie was cruel, and that's just not who he is anymore. He's changed. He is a 5th grade teacher. He's a nice guy, says he was in a bad place, yada, yada. The same kind of thing abusers always say. But to be fair, also people who have actually changed their ways, we'll see if he has actually changed his ways. I love Michael Rourke, so I am super glad that he is the recast. This guy, he's so hot, and he's just a really good actor. I think it's a really good get for Days of Our Lives. Rafe makes a plan with Cat. Obviously, this is about how they can get more info on EJ after she had lunch with Gwen and found out about that security door down in the basement that should not be part of the free clinic. Well, I'm betting they're going to go poking around the construction area. Thomas confronts his dad, Chad. Rachel told him that his dad, Chad, is dating Kat, and even worse, that she was pretending to be Thomas's dead mother, Abigail. This is about to get really messy over at the Horton house this week. Speaking of Hortons, specifically Jennifer, she gets some advice from Kayla. So Jack and Jen are in town, and Jennifer's working on an article about the new Tom Horton free clinic. So I wonder if Kayla is giving some advice about the whole Chad and Kat issue. Kayla has gotten to know Kat more because she was working at the hospital with Marlena. Tuesday, October 7th is season 61, episode 32 of Days of Our Lives. And JJ talks to Jada, and he really opens up. Now, obviously, Theo has already come to Jada and said, I can't believe you hired him, and talks about him, having a trigger finger and how he shot him. And then, of course, the night of the blackout, there was some looting, which I had mentioned before. I know they referred to the looting, but there were no signs of looting, and it's a small town. There was nothing broken. It just doesn't look like it's prime for looting, but the writers are doing what they're doing. So JJ may even tell her how unnerved he was about the blackout confrontation that he had with Theo. Ari is trying to make Holly feel better. She's still very upset. She thinks Tate slept with Sophia, and she has stuck with her opinion that they are done. Brady goes to Sarah. He's got a theory. So Brady tells Sarah there was no DNA match between Tate and Tesoro. Brady says the baby can't be Tate and Sophia's. And I do wonder if it crosses his mind that it may be Sophia's baby, but not his son's, because that's the way his brain needs to be going. Sophia gets one over on Tate, and this may be part of convincing Holly that they are together, because when Sophia and Tate are talking at work at the Brady pub, Holly peeks in the window and sees them looking close, and that has her making a big life decision this week. Johnny does some brainstorming with Chanel, obviously, on this text he got from Holly. And if they go just confront Holly, then she's going to say, I didn't send it. I don't know anything about this picture, and I don't even know where my phone is. It all looks very dodgy. Wednesday, October 8th is season 61, episode 33 of Days. And we have Tate really, really wanting to talk to Holly. He wants to clear things up. She still thinks he did the deed with Sophia. He knows he didn't. Plus, we're going to have a showdown of Tony DiMera versus Xander, Maggie, and Philip Kiriakis. Looks like they are all together. And Tony's telling somebody at the mansion this week that they're about to get DiMera Enterprises back. Maybe he's telling EJ. But the Kiriakis family all tell Tony, look, you can have DiMera Enterprises, but you cannot have Titan. We'll see if he will settle for that. Holly makes Arianna promise to keep a secret, and I wonder if this is about her plan to leave Salem. Rafe decides to help Johnny and Chanel. And of course, he is Tesoto's foster dad, so maybe he can write a letter to the people at social services and say, look, I don't know what you heard, but these are good people and they would be good parents. And Sarah realizes something, and I think she may quickly figure out that Tate was never the father of Sophia's baby. This week, Sarah confronts Sophia and says the truth always comes out. And I wonder if we're going to find out during this confrontation with Sarah that Sophia has known all along that Tate wasn't the baby's father. Thursday, October 9th on Days of Our Lives is season 61, episode 34. Thomas makes a big request. I wonder if he is asking his dad, Chad, to stop seeing Cat. And I wonder if Thomas is going to push back and say, well, kids don't get to make decisions like that, you know? Meanwhile, Chad is also ready to go ahead and come clean and tell Jennifer and Jack and, you know, reconfirm to Julie that, yeah, I'm dating Kat and I have feelings for her. But before he can get everything out, looks like Thomas blurts it out to his grandparents that Chad is dating Kat. So then Chad has to go tell Kat something difficult, and it may be that Thomas is furious and doesn't want them to see each other. We've got Melissa Reeves' 40th anniversary at Days of Our Lives on Thursday, October 9th. Her first air date was on that date back in 1985. So Julie and Jack spend some time thinking back with Jennifer on her past in Salem. If you remember way back then, I do not, a little too young for that, but Days had done a Saurus, and they cast Missy Reeves as troubled teen Jen and brought her in at an older age. Plus, JJ is stressed out. He is really troubled. Friday, October 10th is season 61, episode 35 of Days of Our Lives. We've got Javi and Leo worrying about their foster baby Tesoro, and they are out walking the baby in Town Square, Horton Town Square, and they run into Chanel and Johnny. And, you know, they had talked before about whether or not they thought Johnny might be a good parent. And there is a lot of drama around all this, but it doesn't look like Javi and Leo would be able to adopt the kid either. Holly's planning a trip. She thinks Sophia and Tate are a thing now, and she has decided to leave town for good. So maybe she will head to Paris to be with her mom and Eric and her baby brother Jude. Ari has an update for Tate, and I wonder if she is going to tell him that Holly's planning to leave town because of all the stuff with Sophia. And Chanel, Johnny, and Brady get together and they compare notes. So I wonder if he's going to tell Chanel and Johnny that Holly was passed out and couldn't have sent the text because he picked her unconscious body up and took her out of the dorm room. And Sarah opens up to Kayla, and it may be about Xander, or it may be something to do with the whole Sophia drama.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.